Let's play now. Let me start the laptop. Should I increase the graphics for the quest? Let's try.
At your disposal. Stay behind. Frozen blockade. Running, what you say?
let's restart. Hmm. Let's play Wuthering. See what's new. North. Which direction is north?
A smooth journey. Can we keep up?
Damn.
Can we keep up? A smooth journey. Lighter than a dove.
Hey, तो आपने किया कल तो
क्या नहीं किया?
कल तो हमने किया
कर रहा।
चुप बैठे हुआ ये फैन पर बड़ी मुझसे रहता है मैं करूँगी फैन पर बड़ी बड़ा मैं जाएगा बड़ी पिघल है
अभी तुम बोला उसको ऑफ करो, फैन चला रहा।
इसका बंद करो
तो फैन तो बंद कर दिया, तो इसको
अभी तो कुछ के लिए
To shine.
फैन कुछ को तो फैन फायदा नहीं होता है ऐसा मुझे नहीं लगता है कहीं
Maybe
का
two sides of the same coin.
नहीं जमा नहीं बिल्कुल देखा बिल्कुल पीछे के दो ये बिल्कुल कभी पीछे के दो ये देखो एप्पल डॉलर जो दूध तो थोड़ा दूध तो पीछे के दो मम्मा दूध पीछे के दो बेटा
क्या?
एक पैन वॉश में दे देगा फिर जीत में मार दिया नहीं दे सकता बाजार में हम बोले जीत नहीं काम कर नहीं सकते ये तो भारी होता है तुम कहाँ गए थे जीत तो बाबा वॉश नहीं दे रहे तुम
वहाँ से लिए
you know
हम वो रूम में जा रहे।
कर दो बस कर दो जो वाला कर दो
हटो।
chime has faded, yet the night endures. Restless hearts long for an understanding that should be ours. In the freest place of Ragusa, I await your arrival. This should be the place Capello mentioned in his invitation.
With this invitation, I wish to personally thank you for all you have done for the Montelli family, and to amend the slight misstep in your reception. I hope this gesture will help to mend any misunderstandings and strengthen our alliance. In the name of the Montellis, I shall honor my allies as I do my own kin and blood. In the freest place of Ragusa, I await your arrival. Yours sincerely, Capello Montelli.
I knew it. Another invitation. That's kind of their signature, huh? But this wasn't Carlotta. Who's this Capello guy? Oh, I remember now. Didn't he get nabbed by the Order? Then he's got a lot to thank you for. When that sneaky priest tried to use him as a pawn, things could have gotten messy without you and Carlotta's quick thinking. I bet he's got something good planned. Pile of money. Maybe a mega feast! Ugh. I've been feeling pretty weird lately. My head's all wobbly. I might not be able to show right when you need me. Okay, you've got this. If anything happens, just smash your way through. Anyway, I'll leave this to you then. Oh, but hey, if you ever need my help, just give me a shout, okay?
Locate me so precisely and deliver the invitation right into my hands. This Capello Montelli knows what he's doing.
Forgive me for not meeting you properly until now. Guest from the Black Shores, laureate of the Carnival, savior and friend of the Montellis. Your presence is an honor. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Capello Montelli, Carlotta's uncle, son of the Padrino, and the next head of the family.
Given Capello's stature, a private meeting at this hour? Is it really just about gratitude?
Without you, the traitors wouldn't have been captured, and I free from their hands. While Carlotta has expressed our family's gratitude, but unfortunately, the traitors had little to offer, and the one behind them is still in the shadows. Unnerving, isn't it? Be as involved as you like. I won't think any less. Things aren't as bright for the Montellis as they may seem. The Order, the Sailors, and the Fraxidus, any attempt to break the status quo puts us at risk. The traitors we captured were a warning, but also a reminder to survive. I must seek alliances beyond, and especially with you, just as Carlotta did. Now that you mention it, Carlotta is dear to me, but she's from the lesser branch of the family. Tradition says restoring order and benefiting the family as I intended. The leader of the Black Shores must have sent you here with a purpose. Tell me, and I will offer you support far beyond. The choice is yours, of course. But as the family heir, I will not see my authority undermined, even by those I consider allies. So if you can't stand by my side, I prefer otherwise, believe me, you won't want to find yourself at odds with us. You're welcome to remain an observer from the sidelines, but once you join the table...
But the rules are not set in stone, are they? What matter of intrigue brought you and Rover together at this hour, Uncle? Table. Are we speaking of a splendid card game then?
Your timing is most unfortunate.
Pity. I didn't think you'd pull her aside for a private word. Especially, but since you've finished. Would you excuse us now?
Carlotta, you stay.
Meet me at the rendezvous. Wear the ice.
A gun is a powerful tool.
I understand, Uncle. I've never forgotten where my privileges come from. Nor will I covet what's not mine. The Black Shores, the Carnival. My sole principle is whether they benefit the Montellis. I will execute any command that strengthens the family.
Very well.
Uncle, about...
That family thief stealing from the vault. What?
Not at all. I just happened to overhear some...
I'm more entangled in the Montelli family schemes than I ever realized. When I went after the traitors, Carlotta warned me about eyes, so she probably wants me to avoid unnecessary attention. I'm not sure why, but staying under the radar is never a bad idea. Carlotta's not here yet. Guess I'll have to wait.
तुम लोग का खाना हो गया? हाँ? पापा का हो गया? हाँ?
Hey, hey. Enjoy.
Might I trouble you for a light?
Swimming. Lagi aja tuh body kali-kali terus aja. Kumpul lagi dengan itu.
Oh well, a cigar without smoke. My granddaughter told me Raguna's reign is a bad omen. Can't argue with that now, can I?
You've been looking at this painting for a while. Anything special about it?
Oh. Did it capture your interest as well? Or are you simply passing the time until the rain ends? Seems you will have to put up with me for a while. The Montelli family prides themselves on their eclectic taste in art. Any style by any artist can find its own within their quarter. Art knows no boundaries of time, place, or the mind. Here we stand, united by the rain, drawn to the same painting. They say in art, we glimpse pieces of our own soul. What do you make of this piece? Care to share your thoughts? True artistry lies not only in what is painted, but what is left unsaid. I share the same view, except that I'm somehow saddened by the part that forsakes its character to achieve balance. Perhaps chosen by the artist for its uniqueness. Now is not the time to cling to existing balance, but to embrace the unknown. Seek change and carve out one's path, just as she once did.
Damn, bro. The stuttering.
Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pizzoli's latest piece. I dodged those pesky eyes the whole way here, worried you'd been kept. So, the old gentleman was simply hiding from the rain, was he? I see. When it rains in Ragusa, surprises are as common as puddles. A delay is only a small splash. Calling you here with little explanation and a word of caution, I can only imagine your confusion. The shark in our midst has finally made its move. Recently, meanwhile, Bennett, our vault keeper, was reported to have embezzled and sold vault assets. It's said that he tried to flee, but was killed by tacit discords outside the city. I'm not so sure. I've worked with Bennett before. He was principled, bold, but not reckless. Not one to easily betray. And the night he died, he sent a photo to my terminal. A blood-stained page of an anthology, marked with 3 phrases. Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. When 40 winters siege thy beauty, and the planet turns right, twice and a half. The meaning is yet to be revealed, but he is clearly conveying a message. All evidence points to Bennett being the key to uncovering the shark lurking in our waters. The Montelli family is a symbol of liberation for Ragusa.
We uphold freedom and equality for all. Our vault is the heart of our family. And if it is corrupted, it threatens not only us, but risks plunging the city back into oppression and isolation. As much as I hate to suspect family members, I cannot rule any of them out. You, however, are different. As an outsider who has aided us in capturing the initial traitors, I hope to not be proven wrong, but I feel that I can trust you. My uncle's words were clear. Only those at the table can play the game. To engage with my family, one must have both standing and purpose. So, I offer you a new identity in our upcoming inquiry. Cat's Eye, a provisional member under my patronage. Oh, don't worry, we aren't harming anyone. It is but a subtle adaptation of the rules. When it comes to family matters, we like to use code names, each tied to a unique token. Mine, for example, is Opal. Opal recommended Cat's Eye. It has a ring to it, don't you think? Also, have you looked closely at your own eyes? They share the same luster as Cat's Eye gems. Now, Cat's Eye, will you stand with me to catch the traitor within our family and avert this looming threat?
I understand decorum is important to the Montellis, but among friends, can't we be a bit more informal?
What made you say that? Huh. You're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it? I just might entertain that thought. But for now, my agents just sent me the address of Bennett's residence.
She trying to
While
raise
his
me.
body has been found,
I already
what he
pulled her
left
though,
behind is
so
still out.
no need.
Seems someone has acted faster. Those two, they're my uncle's agents, Sage and Acorn. Yes, we address each other by code names, handy identifiers in a crowd. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items. But my presence might raise a few eyebrows. Yes. You try and loosen their lips. If memory served, talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests and their words.
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us.
Neither do I. Listen up.
Okay. You got the names right. Must be family. Who are you? Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell. Probably one of those new recruits after the Carnival.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on that.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And pizza. Oh, it's a favorite in my circle, too.
Not that.
Always a solid choice when on the move. Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault.
Well, cat's out of the bag now. See that house right there? That's where the thief lived. We came to search for clues.
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found nothing.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. It's a needle in a haystack, if you ask me. Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. He has his methods. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions.
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break. With a bit more time, I think you'll do.
So, they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retreat curiously. Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where you met Uncle. Last night, I was investigating the area before I happened upon you, but when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any details. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up, just as the two agents reported. I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved. Everything about his living space fits the profile of a typical junior vault employee. I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration. He was ambitious, but never greedy. I was even told he refused a bribe offered by a business associate during an operation. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Laguna. Mere profit would never make him betray us. For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle. Shh. Still. See. After him, quick.
Catch that old guy. Yeah. Bro thinks he can outrun us. Where you going, old man?
Nowhere to run. Now it's time for a proper chat.
These old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
No one knows the family's ways better than its members, even though he's no longer one of us. Right, old Duncan?
It's remarkable that someone of your rank could remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss. Now, I feel tired.
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? unless there's something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching. What were you looking for? Or, should I ask, what did you hope to find?
I don't know. To grieve for my last friend in the family? To blame him? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing.
Gotcha. Game.
Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family, love, faith, principles, and even their life. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. No great endeavor is without its peril, so yes. If the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The family exists to withstand what an individual cannot, and accomplish what might otherwise be unattainable. But within the family, each Montelli still enjoys the freedom of choice. Your leaving is a testament to this, is it not? If you're willing, there is still much to be done for Bennett. His terminal, the alleged stolen goods, everything but his body remains missing. Given your familiarity, you might help us in locating these items.
Bennett's death may not be as
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet. The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Laguna. They had close ties with Bennett. If he was really stealing, I'd wager they were complicit. But that said, with their recent fallout with the family, I can't guarantee you'll find them, let alone talk to them.
We have little choice but to try. Now, let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Laguna. This is the place. She may not be here, but I have my ways of reaching her people. In Raguna's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drinks. Among traders, there's a secret code in the way drinks are mixed. The base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own, more private codes. Yes. This area is essentially a neutral zone in the city. No affiliations, no restrictions. With the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. But I've heard they have eyes and ears here. So all that remains is to order the right drink, watch the crowd, and let their reactions lead us to Scarlet Velvet's contact.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A Scarlet Velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet Velvet? An uncommon choice. Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as patiently. May you both find what you've come for. Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant, you are smart. And if you mix every drink and pass every code, you might not so this Scarlet Velvet ribbon.
Well, well. It finds its way back and contact has been made, and by the rules, the conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta.
It's rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to do with a Vault Keeper named Bennett.
Surely you don't believe that nonsense.
Then what is the truth? Bennett was recently found dead in the wild.
Wait, Bennett is dead? That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, if you go to Whisperwind Haven after dusk, I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
No more talking option.
Terminals are divine artifacts from the Sentinel, brought to Rinascita by the first Primus. What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus. How dare you defy our cleansing of such blasphemy?
We never stopped asking the Order for permission to wear the terminals, but every single request is denied. You won't even tell us why. You controlled the terminal supply, and the family stopped trading with us. These are all we have left. Why should we hand them over?
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel. But whether you are worthy of the terminals is for the Order to decide. If you willingly part with your wealth in devotion to the Order's divine cause, the door to forgiveness might still be open. But should you persist in your defiance, we'll have to escort you to the penitentiary.
The Order and the Commoners. Must be Scarlet Velvet causing the stir. The Order's arrogance is known, but such blatant actions. Is it because we're far from the heart of the city? Let's first address their troubles, and then...
The Montelli's second daughter, and this year's laureate. I suggest you tread carefully and avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel, especially not for the sake of mere commerce. Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminals is a breach of the discipline.
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them, you owe us a refund.
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to repent for their illicit production and cease all trade with you. How sad, Miss Carlotta. Such loyalty to your family, only to be left in the dark. No one bothered to inform you, did they?
Oh, please. my ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot ignore my state. The Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please, regardless of their previous partnerships. You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself. If I were you, I'd be on my way to the penitentiary. Willful transgression is the worst blasphemy one can imagine.
Mark my words. The day Montelli is brought to its knees by the Order and Thessalia will be the day you beg for the Sentinel's mercy. When that day comes, all shall be under the Order's control.
Bro got mad.
Ernesto, the bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. What? Since Ernesto said it's about Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly. Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewelry, perfumes, and all that nonsense. You saw what happened today. Not to mention, I haven't seen him on telly for nearly 2 weeks. Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Thessalias?
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault. So our hands, a direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me. Surrendering control and ceasing trade are not in the Montelli's vocabulary. The Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneering spirit second.
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever.
Oh, that
when
old guy.
Capello takes the helm, you won't have a say. The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need is a solid promise from someone in charge. You do that. One thing's for sure. I don't want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us commoners end up defending it.
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to see what happened with our cooperation.
You know what? This is a blow. Ernesto told me. Good judgment there. The rumors are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods. Please. Bennett used to handle our shipments for the vault, but nothing shady, okay? He knew his stuff. Never took advantage of us, never budged on pride. For him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a shelter there after it happened a few times. That's all. Come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said? I hope we don't need to.
Seems Bennett may have anticipated the trouble ahead. I wonder if you might show us to the shelter. We'd be most grateful.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it. What's your business there anyway?
Watch out. At your disposal. My company. can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. Perhaps Bennett deliberately arranged it this way as a cover. We'll each use our senses to search. Then let's gather and analyze the clues we find.
ML and CL.
Something is strange here.
These items aren't exactly rare, but they're not everyday objects either. They seem out of place here. Looks like Bennett left them deliberately.
Indeed. But what I find strange is these items. Don't they seem familiar?
Like the
Do you
glass.
recall those 3 lines from the anthology? The ones Bennett sent me in the photo? Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest.
Oh, edge of
The
the
woman in
CL
the
and
painting
ML.
here seems to stand in the gloomy rain, but her eyes remain bright. Like the secret code in drinks, what matters is never the object themselves, but the shared rules and agreements between both parties. Now the book. It appears to be about winter, which is likely related to the second
Page
line.
40.
The last one is a rotor device. The planet
Revolves right twice and a half. 190468.
MLCL 190468.
Damn, bro.
That,
That
of course,
guy
it
was
is.
smart.
Bennett was a vault keeper.
Vault keeper.
But what was he trying to convey
Oh,
in such a
so
cryptic
there's
manner?
the material he
4
looted.
letters. The highest clearance level in the vault. Hold on.
Carlotta? Yeah. You asked me to keep an eye out for Bennett's terminal. Yeah, that's for me to know and you to wonder. But it was not in good shape after what it went through. Yeah, if you can use it at all, the data and the records inside might need to be...
Understood.
Wait, what now? What, you're not even gonna check? Oh no, it's nothing really.
All right. We'll inform you when there's more to share. We're returning to the Montelli quarter first. The terminal will be fixed there. You might not know this, but Bennett was never granted the highest clearance in the vault.
Isn't that a good sign?
It is replaced by another suspicion. Only grandfather, uncle, and I have the highest clearance. Liberty Square. Our proximity. The vault's security clearance. A traitor among the top brass. The indifference towards the stolen goods. And as someone all evidence pointed. If it was truly him, the heir to... Now all that remains is to see what the code reveals.
I'll be with you, no matter what.
Wait, let me change the time and enjoy the scenery. Yeah, nice. Wow.
My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meetup spot is right ahead.
Lady Carlotta, we received a terminal addressed to you, signed DC. The initial restoration is almost complete, but some data is overwritten or isolated. Due to our evaluation suggests that a full restoration might not be worth it. But
Good. Make sure to contact him. Now please project the restored sections.
absolutely. One moment.
Yes, that's where I was investigating that night. From the other location, I think it's my uncle's private dock. Primary. Reviewing the records hard. If time permits, we should take the terminal to Mr. Pierre. He's an old friend of Grandfather. There may be other useful information in it, but first, let's put that code to use. It could help us narrow down the range and provide better. Follow me. This is why I suggested we return here. Our vault holds everything. The complete inventory and access records can only be found here, accessible to those with the proper clearance. Please, follow me.
What seemed to be an unremarkable ornament blending in the wall, or whatever.
Someone extracted the core data module. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath and leaked the data module. In Rinascita, the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his early ventures in the new Federation. Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, we've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly. We've given more people the means to protect them. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding. As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hands. No. We must find the core module.
Carlotta, where are you?
May I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest showed me your pendant. How did he come by it? And what led to your capture?
Is it better? All you need to know is that it's handled, and I'm in the clear now.
Were you mistreated? Did they coerce you into doing something against your will?
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be as it was. No grudges, no consequences, only family. Now, we've had some trouble with the shipment over at Septimont. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it. And I'll pretend none of this ever happened.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hand.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears. What harm is there in choosing the safer, easier path?
I can't believe you just said that. Sir,
why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others would think of us?
Then so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I will stop you, Miss... I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family. Really? I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. We were meant to be the guardians of our family's ideals. Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. We need to adjust our strategy. My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. I need to inspect the dock for any clues. Indeed, but time is not on our side. If Capello acts on this, I might lose my window to secure
भाई
the
मेल
module.
कैरेक्टर यूज कर
Our sole advantage now
मैच
is
नहीं
that
हो
we're
रहा है
operating as a pair. I
चेंज
need
हो
you
जाता है
to
क्या
take this terminal to Pierre at the bank. If the dock turns up, I know that securing the module alone won't suffice. I must
चेंज हो
uncover
जाता है क्या गेम
Capello's
चालू
true
करने के बाद
motives. How it will affect our
चेंज कैसे होता है सेटिंग में ऑप्शन है बता भाई कैसे होता है हम तो सोच रहे थे भाई कि हम फीमेल क्यों ले लिए भाई जियान का गोश्त कर रहे थे ना भाई बड़ी अजीब लग रहा था सेटिंग में कहाँ होता है मेन सेटिंग में जा मेन सेटिंग का होता है भाई ये वाला मेन सेटिंग में गए फिर। अरे ये अच्छा अभी नहीं होगा वो, ट्रायल रेजोनेटर हटेगा ना तब वो ट्रायल रेजोनेटर हटेगा ना फिर। अभी क्वेस्ट है ना।
We call it a dock, but no ships ever come. Uncle has concealed what he took from the...
और ऑस्मेंथस वाइन बोला भाई, ऑस्मेंथस वाइन बोला।
Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Maybe this place doesn't hold what we're looking for. Why did Bennett come here then? Or am I too late? Did Capella
इसको
get
कोई
here
हेडशॉट
first?
मारेगा क्या?
And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. No. Such a big mirror. Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some kind of crystal. Will I find the data module on it? Or was all this just a trap?
गजब भाई, किडनैप कर लिया। गजब धीरे धीरे चल रहा है भाई, इतना फुर्सत नहीं है मेरे पास।
Hello again. You don't seem very surprised to learn who I am.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. My instincts weren't wrong when I saw it. It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first...
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together, and I happened to take the initiative. It's almost poetic. That's it. I doubt you want more chit-chat. I know you're here for that terminal. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can resume our conversation. Remember that painting we discussed earlier?
Yep.
In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. It's confined to a seemingly flawless structure. So I can't simply impose my path upon her, expecting, as for those who betray their own blood, there will be no leniency. However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan. The old give way to the new. It's the way of the world. But for us Montellis, the courage to break from the past matters far more than clinging to it. So I ask you this favor. When
It's a little tricky. This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data, even the overwritten and isolated. The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing was intentional. I can show you. Do you have a terminal?
I assume you've taken care of Bennett's body.
We dumped him in the tacit Discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters tomorrow morning. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order? Have they made you kill one of our own?
We're in too deep now. Handing over the data module to the Order will cement our position as an ally of the authorities. We'll replace the Thessalians. The other resonators in the city are irrelevant. And Bennett, I would have taken care of him regardless. He knew too much. He deserved it for pursuing the Scarlet Velvet matter. Anyone who gets in my way...
Yes, sir.
We all stood together on that stormy night. Each one of us losing someone dear. And we all share the desire for our family to find it. The best way to avoid sacrifice isn't fighting, but aligning ourselves with superior powers and knowing when to yield. You may have left the family, and I should expect no more favors from you. But I ask this of you one last time. Please, put this terminal in Carlotta's hands.
What's in it? Carlotta? What will happen to her?
Nothing. Save for the standard location tracking data every terminal holds. In 3 days, I'll be negotiating on behalf of the family with the Order. I just want to make sure Carlotta doesn't interfere in the meantime. Think about Bennett. If you take care of this, I will overlook what he stole and let it be a thing of the past. I know you care more about your late friend than you're willing to admit.
Unbelievable. What is Capello even thinking? Killing one of our own? It's a complete betrayal of our family. I must record all this madness with my terminal. No, it's too risky. I have Bennett's body. Nobody's going to pay attention to a dead man's terminal. I'll record it, then overwrite with new data. I have to keep this record well, in case I also...
A trap? Wait, sir.
She's already there, so why bother?
Bro said, this is time for character development.
What is that?
Family will shield you.
Flashbacks. Could it be from touching that mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made sonoro inside. These masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in the sonoro seem concealed. I'll have to handle them so I can search the area. Obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion. The way out and clues I need may lie within its walls. This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandelier specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some kind of simulation?
Now that our territories are connected...
Can you keep up?
Oh no, what the hell happened? Bro, really? Are you serious, man? I need to re-log in.
Can you keep up? This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandelier specifically, were destroyed during the invasion.
If you're telling me he's adopting that orphan girl from the other side of the family, spare me. Already heard. Actually, I imagine the whole family's caught wind of it by now. Isn't that why we're throwing this rally for her today?
Tell me, how on earth do you stay in the loop, tinkering away at home like that? You must be shocked. Capello's already the heir. So, why on earth did he adopt her?
Orphan girl from the other side of the family. A mere touch of the mirror was enough to instantly draw out my memories, experiences, and even passing thoughts, creating this sonora.
You look a...
You shouldn't know me yet.
I don't understand.
Sorry. Please don't mind what I just said.
Actually, I think he meant to say, we just saw you. Just now, about a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm just surprised you're back so soon. Your outfit? No, it's more the accessories, really. Yours are red.
Oh, yeah, the one who
Person I saw
pulled her
had
inside.
blue ones on her wrists. Oh.
No accessories. I saw blue accessories
Yeah.
on that hand that pulled me inside. I suppose she's the friend who invited me here. Could you tell...
Perhaps she's just out for a stroll. The preparations are behind schedule due to a mishap.
Yes, now I remember. The rally didn't start on the other hand once the lights had turned on. Something... Thank you. I think I know...
You're welcome.
I doubt it means much to say this to you, since you only exist in this place, and unlike...
Fancy a wager? I bet 2 fish.
Gently does it?
What code, bro? Huh? The number of trees. So there's 4. I saw 4 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the chandeliers are.
Can you keep up? Start small to build big. Can you keep up? All right, time to check the lobby.
Go back to the lobby.
Lighter than a gun.
Come over, my child.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta.
Come up to the front, so everyone can see you. Today is a special day. The beginning of your journey as one of us. As my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name. The family's name. And with it, its privileges and responsibilities.
Shares our bloodline. She is a true Montelli, just like the Padrini.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family?
My thoughts exactly. I fail to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks, let alone...
Oh, it's the blue one. Damn, bro. She looks cool.
It was you. Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here, and you'll have...
Oh. कट्टा मेरे हाथ में, चलो यार साथ में. Bro, तो ये शॉट है.
Is that the exit? Dazzling sunlight. Am I at the core? Have I left that scenario already? Now the question... How do I leave this? Leave? Cut the nonsense. You would... Fine. True. From this moment on, I am Alston. Pretend we're like in any way. Oh, right. How could I forget? A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the... You're a star in the ballroom. A top investor at the auction house. But your true talent, being the family's favorite weapon, carrying out orders without question. I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation. Planning to shoot me again? Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be... Don't be so quick to deny it. If you truly never... Since praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll...
Fighting.
Nice work. But you must be dying to know which part of the... Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never forget.
Help! Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken what's ours! In the name of the Monteys, this won't go.
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic in their voice. How they must be begging for a capable leader to come and save. Quickly and swiftly.
Three key areas have been hit one after another. South Second Block, West End Dock, and our headquarters. Intel says the Thessalians are gearing up for another hit on our headquarters. As usual, we can expect the Order to turn a blind eye. They ambushed Father first before we did anything to them. It is beyond unforgivable.
We're running out of time. Capolo, we need a plan before Padrino wakes up. Call for reinforcements from the East End. It's risky, but if they don't smell our manpower shortage, we might...
No, we shouldn't do that. The Thessalians were keeping an eye on our other territories.
No, we're not doing that. They can take the West End. Our men will retreat to headquarters.
Why? They're tough, but we're no pushovers either.
Yo,
Our
bro.
turf fair and square. Why should we back down now? When Padrino eventually wakes, how do you plan to explain that we have let his and the entire family's efforts go to waste?
कैसे
We
बन
still risk
गया? हाँ बना
exposing the
दिए थे.
location of our headquarters. It's all about predicting their moves and keeping ours hidden.
What about you, Carlotta? What do you think?
Once again, this deviates from my past experience. We'll hit their base. Our people on the East End, the South Second Block and the dock will stay put to give the impression we know. Then we'll send our main forces to where the Thessalians keep their echoes. Trade routes mean nothing, as they know what we value most. We need to demand something of equal worth from them as our bargaining chip.
Is this really going to...
We can't afford to lose our people. I'll cover the rear.
I'll cover the view.
Quickly and swiftly. None won't save me. Glory demands more. That is, in the name of the Montelis. Still find your weak spot. I'm still standing.
मेरा फोन है IQ00Z9.
Not even close. None won't save me. Quickly and swiftly. Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete. Still recognize me. And I
नहीं सिर्फ Z9 है मेरा. Only Z9. Z9 was
look at you with your brilliant plan. So clever. It could have saved us from our humiliating defeat. And of course, you didn't just come up with it because you knew what happened. No. That idea has been brewing in your mind since that very day. How does it feel to finally have your dismissed plan validated? Back then,
हाँ,
no one
19,000
bothered
का
to ask for your input, did they?
उस टाइम जब
Big
लिए हैं तब
shots like
सस्ता था क्योंकि
Capella
उस
and those
समय
old-timers.
ऑफर भी था
Couldn't
बहुत
care less.
पूजा वगैरह का
The family ended up making the worst
और एक
possible
दोस्त का कंपनी
They
का
called for reinforcements,
बजट में लिए थे मतलब कंपनी
depleting
अलाउ करता
resources
है
in
उसका
both
परचेस पर
headquarters
काउंट कराया
and the East End.
तो डिस्काउंट मिलता है बेसिकली उसमें
Cynthia, look at me. Please. Why is this happening? The West End. It's all my fault. I should have been more careful. Oh, you're the only family I have left. The Montelli's motto is enter. How much more do we have to learn?
In the end, your dear grandfather had to step in and fix the mess you all made. The plan advanced, but the dead were forever gone. It stands as the greatest tragedy in our family's history. With that blood debt haunting you, you became the sharpest blade, working harder than ever to protect
बहुत
the
सही है
family's
परफॉर्मेंस तो
interests.
हाँ अभी तो ठीक है
And Capello, did he think
भाई
of
क्या मस्त
seeking
लग रहा
Yorda's
है
protection after
हम
that?
जब ये अपडेट
When it
आया था
became
ना
painfully
तो
clear
लो
that his
ग्राफिक्स
power
में खेल रहे
alone
थे
couldn't secure his
क्योंकि उस समय
ambitions.
ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं था शायद मोबाइल के लिए उतना लेकिन अब ठीक है पहले उस समय उतना नहीं था
Come to think of it, what's so wrong with that? Sacrifices are inevitable, and someone must bear the burden. By doing so, the family's interests can be preserved. Is this not the balance you wish to maintain?
हाँ वो भी बहुत
You
सही है
were
iPad
never
9
meant
Gen
to make decisions
iPad
for the
9 Gen जो है
family.
उसका परफॉर्मेंस भी बहुत ओपी है
Do you really have
23 क्या मिल रहा
to
है
reshape the order of things?
ऑफर ऊपर में मिल रहा है क्या
No matter what you say,
हमको तो लगा
I
था महंगा
must
होगा
stop him. Why? Didn't... Merely an illusion of your making. The past is set in stone. Yes, the cold rain from that night still haunts. I might not be in charge, but my principles are clear.
अरे भाई क्या मस्त
I must leave here and stop Capello. Our negotiations have reached a dead end.
अच्छा उसका परफॉर्मेंस कैसा है अरे भाई मर जाएंगे क्या खाने के लिए कुछ है नहीं अभी और मेरे को वैसे भी होंगे वाईफाई चाहिए ओ भाई गजब कुछ है लेता मैक्स ग्राफिक्स choose a path do I go right where nothing is left or do I go left where nothing is right किस बेसिस पे चूज करें भाई
Left. You should have gone left. Wait.
अरे लेफ्ट ही तो गए तेरे पागल
Think it over. I told you before. You should take the easier way out.
ओह इजी है बे, तब तो इधर जाएंगे हम तो सिखा रहा है।
Can you keep up? Wrong, wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path?
Get the hell out of here, man.
Stay. Let's get lost in this maze together, from one window to another. I'll keep you company.
Do you truly think you are worthy of the Montelli name?
अरे तुम लोग हमको घंटा सिखाएगा, बॉस है बॉस।
Just give up. What an embarrassing sight. What is so painful to watch? You might have another chance up ahead.
Yes, that's right. Keep moving forward. You're getting close. You have to press ahead. Don't doubt yourself.
Don't you see? This is what happens when you choose the wrong path and back the wrong horse. The cost will be far greater than you thought. Why do you always end up...
No, not this way, Piccolino. You should try another way. Choose wisely.
अरे
You
बड़ा
still
मूड
have
खराब
a
कर रहा है भाई।
chance to make things right.
चुप रहो तो, लो मूड खराब कर रहा है। ठीक है। तेरा गोलियों तो नहीं चल रहा। अच्छा यहाँ पे एक और पाथ है।
Can you keep up?
अरे यार यही तो नहीं होना था। ठीक है, हमको लगा नेट चला गया। Wife.
Why?
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, the gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own accord. Looks like you've made up your mind.
Padrinos can never lose his sight. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montaigne. Now, whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone. I'm merely a blade made for killing. Am I really qualified to change the status quo?
Yep.
Why won't you obey my orders?
I'm getting old. We should take the easier approach.
If we can make other people pay the price.
Why can't you just give in to me and stay here?
Bruh, what the hell, man?
One was down. First. Bad timing.
Okay, I am beginning to.
My company.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. Keep it together. One down.
My company. Victory favors me. How did you let go of confusion and doubt so easily? You and I. What makes us so different? Brother, care for a story? A story about why a certain girl was adopted.
Yep.
Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for God.
You're bad, girl. I'm telling Nanny.
Who would have thought? To the Montpellier after all. The whole is in chaos. Just because you Montpellier. What a monster.
This suits the Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon, defying indoctrination
To chart the course forward. Her blood runs with the same fierce will as ours. Come with me. The family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true
Montelli. See. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause of Bennett's death. He simply wanted to protect his friend's reputation. And Capello used that. Duncan gave us a rigged terminal to cover Bennett's debt, clearing his name. Capello couldn't have tampered with the terminal data himself, or he would have found the information hidden. I can empathize with Duncan. Even to some extent, Capello, we will never achieve that by surrendering. From the very beginning, our paths diverged. Grandfather and the others have already paved the way. Hyrule's wealth and power will safeguard our freedom. The Montelli family is set to break the order. The family exists to accomplish what one kept. Like I said, An all-out war with the Order isn't a wise move. Rather than Black Scarlet Velvet mention they need a formal care to help me give them an unforgettable... I alone will decide whether it's for sure.
I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Can you hear me? Just checking your location. Have you reached the spot, my clever accomplice? Perfect. Remember to be stealthy. The venue only has one entrance.
The upstairs parlor is off limits, reserved for a private event. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yes, they did tell me about that. But weren't you supposed to have... What was that? You do have a point, but it's a special day. I need to confirm everyone's identity. What's your code name?
Hey, Tulip! Why are you still standing there? Come here. Boss just asked for you.
tulip coin. I remember you. You work at the vault, don't you? We had a drink at Margarita's. No wonder you arrived early. You people at the vault are always one step ahead.
Yeah. We can talk after getting the job done. Now hurry up. We'll deliver it.
Have you made it inside? This area is under surveillance. On either side of the main stage, you should see something that looks like a control panel. Operate it to disable the cameras, then place the gems I made with my forte into position. How did it go? Any issues?
Everything's fine. Just got to the place we agreed on. Wind, guide me. Blind spot? Done. Main hall, 5 o'clock. Done. Front of the hall. Done. Back window. Done. Setup's complete, and the timing. How's it going on your end?
I'm out of the mirror and the jam is set up. Capello actually inspired this plan. Otherwise we wouldn't have been. The Order's agents have taken the bait and are at the location. Blue Rain and Retriever are primed for action. We'll head out at the chime of the hour.
Nearly go time. The Order's men should be here. Double check everything.
We should talk, Capello.
You! Why are you here?
Your guests won't be showing up today.
Carlotta. Looks like you've pieced together the whole story. So it was your crew who tipped us off about changing the time and place for the deal yesterday.
पोको F6 एक फोन है वो भी 6 हाँ वो भी अच्छा फोन है एक्चुअली मैं वही फोन लेने का सोच रहे थे लेकिन वो महंगा था इस फोन से बहुत बेटर है वो
You couldn't have pulled this off alone.
much better than this one उसका बेंचमार्क ज़्यादा है इससे
Capello's promise of safety and comfort are nothing but a sham. He's been using our family as pawns. making them pay the ultimate price. Bennett was just one of his victims. He didn't fall at the hands of tacit discords, but to Capello himself. His path of the Montelli family is one of unity. We stand together, leaving no one behind. I can't promise there won't be more losses, but I will prioritize the welfare of every member. I do not take sacrifice lightly. Now, will you continue down this path? Or will you align with our cause for Bennett's sake and your own?
Trust built on deception always comes back to haunt you.
Now that you've lost both the goods and your trading partners, this is your last chance to bow out gracefully.
Bow out gracefully? Do you think I still care about saving face at this point? My only regret is not being ruthless enough. I should have cut you loose earlier, making you pay the price like the others who crossed me. And what of it? You'll never... We lack the power to protect everyone, so what's wrong with seeking a powerful ally? Why not align ourselves with those who share my true goal? You're right. I've crossed the line. But I can still salvage this.
हाँ, ये तो होने वाला है नहीं. Not happening.
Data module.
Do you know how much damage it does? Like 150k. मैं वैसे भी कैश में नहीं लेता बजाज कार्ड में. हाँ लेकिन 25,000 कहाँ से लगाते वैसे. ई मोबाइल हम 9,000 में लिए. गजब. गजब गजब यही तो देखना था. ओ भाई सिनेमा, एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा.
Fall for me, will you?
अरे वो डिस्काउंट वगैरह था, ऊपर से दोस्त का क्रेडिट कार्ड से लिए थे. उसका कंपनी उसके क्रेडिट कार्ड पे बोनस देता है, मतलब सॉरी डिस्काउंट देता है कोई भी परचेज पे. तो उसमें हो गया था. फाइनल प्राइस वही पड़ा था. सेट 10,000 का उसमें दाम घटने वाला था, ऐसा कुछ. हाँ वही हम बोल रहे, लेकिन उस वो मेरा हम बता रहे कि मेरे लिए ज़्यादा ऑप्टिमम यही था.
have secured Duncan and will bring him to a safe house. He'll return after everything's settled. Regarding the order, I tasked Blue Rain and Retriever to pose as Capello's agents and declare the cooperation null and void. Mediating explanation or any follow-up, Capello is already a lost cause. The order will realize this soon enough.
भाई ये जो है ना, मार्केट में खबर है इसका केक.
Can you keep up?
स्पेशल केस तो हुआ, लेकिन हम अपना बस बता रहे थे कि 25,000 से तो सस्ता है ना मेरे लिए. वो फ़ोन पे हमको बहुत लगता है, ये फ़ोन पे कम लगा.
The rain's back. I remember telling Grandfather how I hated the rainy season. I once saw rain as a bad omen in Laguna. When it rains, it's easier to wash away blood stains. That's why acts of revenge usually happen on such days.
देख लो भाई, EMI पे लोगे तो ले लेना.
As it falls, the troubles of yesterday are washed away. I feel calm. my true self again.
बस शादी कर लेंगे टेंशन।
Well done, Carlotta. Thank you, brother.
अरे भाई तो गीगा चढ़ा गया।
My girl could not have accomplished this without your assistance. Faith in you too, but it appears I underestimated the potential that you possess when working together.
तुम्हारा वॉच टाइम पूरा हो गया, अभी कहाँ हुआ?
Looks like someone's been keeping secret.
मेरा वॉच टाइम शायद 1000 कुछ क्रॉस हुआ होगा।
You entered that scenario and delivered his gun to me. How did you earn my grandfather's trust so soon?
Capello and his lackeys will face the consequences of their actions. Our code is simple. Vengeance for blood. Death for life. No one is exempt. There's a lot at play here. It will require some effort and a true Montelli at my side.
But before that... Yes. What, miss me already?
तो 3 वॉचिंग है ना, उसमें एक मेरा लैपटॉप में।
That's my favorite way to think of it. A countdown to our next reunion.
हम जनरली करते हैं, लेकिन कभी-कभी होता ही है कि वाईफाई कमज़ोर होता है, तो फिर लैपटॉप का इंटरनेट की वजह से स्ट्रीम कनेक्ट खराब होने लगता है। तो इसीलिए हम जनरली लगाते हैं, लेकिन कभी-कभी हटा देते हैं लैपटॉप वाला, क्योंकि उसके वजह से स्ट्रीम बफर होने लगता है बहुत ज़्यादा, और कभी-कभी लैपटॉप ऑटो अपडेट भी होने लगता है।
Thank you, Rover. As my grandfather said,
बारिश रुक गया।
things couldn't have gone so smoothly without your help and support. Now that the dust has settled, you no longer need to stay with me as cat's eye of the Montelli family. But still, as I said, every member gets a token that matches their code name. Though you already have a pair of cat's eyes, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by me.
वाईफाई तुम्हारा 20 मेगाबिट पर सेकंड वाला है।
I know someone like you won't stay just for me. And joining the Montelli family might not be in your plans just
रेलटेल है, रेलटेल का नेट थोड़ा खराब होता है। 20 हमको मिलता भी नहीं
But
है।
I'll keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
अरे ठीक है भाई, शादी कर लेंगे। ऐसे भी गैदरिंग वाइफ इनका। पिंक को क्या हो गया भाई? अब ठीक है।
Can you keep up?
हाँ यार, हमको लगता है ये गेम का फ्यूचर अच्छा है अगर ऐसे ही मेंटेन रखा तो। ऐसा कुछ तो है नहीं इसमें कि ख़राब रहेगा। 900 अभी कुछ लेने का ज़रूरत तो है नहीं वैसे। बस खाली पता नहीं इसका इंटरनेट क्या है इतना ख़राब है। इंटरनेट ज़्यादा है इसका इशू है बहुत ज़्यादा। ठीक है भाई। अच्छा ये वही मिरर है।
My company. Lights away. Victory favors me. In the name of the monster.
भाई बैठे हैं। चलिए सुबह